you know, we're still on starting soon. Oh, here, forgetting to mute my mic. Well, hello, everybody. I have to go back and check how much of that I picked up, but whatever. And check out the new scene I made. Boop. There we are. Hi, chat. How's it going? I just, Hi. Hi. How's it going? I haven't ever done a just chatting stream, so this is going to be weird for me. But, yeah, here we are. This is we. Just do that now. Because honestly, I was going to have, like, some special background, too, but I was like, whatever, I'm content with this, and... Gosh, it feels so long since I streamed last. I mean, I guess it's been 2 weeks, because, you know, I was in Europe for 2 weeks and couldn't stream. I could have streamed from, like, my phone. And I guess technically I was on a stream. It wasn't really planned, because, you know, that happened. Gosh, what do I do? Just start from the beginning? Yeah. Gosh, did that last stream with Bandit, and then got all packed and ready, and just went. What time was it? It was, yeah, no, it was a early flight out too. Like left here 1:30 or something as well, and then get over to Amsterdam by like early morning the next day, because you lose a bunch of time when you're flying to the east. Gosh. Yeah, it was, I left at 1 and then get there at sorry, just readjusting some things. Get there at 11 a.m. the next day. Then we had to figure out how to take a train. Well, I had to meet Bandit first, which he didn't look quite what I expected, but I was like, yeah, that's Bandit. Now I'll always see Bandit's face when I watch his streams, which is going to make him stop streaming apparently, but, you know, I doubt it. He enjoys it too much. Which is another thing, too. I actually honestly thought I was going to be... Turn my music down a notch here. I honestly thought I might end up quitting streaming, because before I left, I was kind of just not feeling it anymore. I was like, maybe I'll stream a little bit of Night Rain and then just, you know, kind of be done with it. But leaving, it was weird, because like halfway through I was like, I want to stream. I want to stream today. I have an urge to stream, and I couldn't stream. But the urge was there, and I was like, I want to stream. I'm like, I don't even care if nobody's watching. I don't care if nobody talks. I just want to stream. I wanted to. And I couldn't. Well, I could, again, on my phone, but I was like, I don't trust that, because A, streaming from a phone, B, streaming in a foreign country, C, just, yeah, it just didn't seem like it would work out well. Yeah, but I decided, no, I'm gonna keep streaming. Which is why I decided to have a long discussion with Lesh. That might also be another part of it. But yeah, I'm going to be looking into an artist and actually getting my own OC properly done up. So look forward to that. Hoping so anyway. We'll see. If not, I'll work it out. I'll find somebody. I'm going to get it done. It's going to happen. And from there, it's just a matter of, can I save up enough to actually turn it into a model at some point? Where was I? Right. Left, got there at 11. Flights over were honestly just uneventful. Air Canada is very comfy. They do not give you a lot of free stuff. Like, they barely feed you on the, 6.5 hour flight I was on. Which, by the way, flying over there, it was way shorter. Flying back, for some reason, was an 8 hour and 20-minute flight. I guess I was deeper in, though, to the country. Or, not the country, the region. Sorry, brain. Because I was in the Netherlands when I got there, and then I went over to Germany, so yeah, I guess Germany would be a little different, a little further. Because we had that 3.5-ish hour train ride, almost 4 hours, I think. It's probably 4 hours after delays, because delays. But yeah, the flights over were uneventful, watched some movies, took 2 1-hour naps. I wanted to sleep more on the flight over. I really did. Because it was like, this would normally be kind of like where I'm going to try and sleep anyway. But there was a lovely Chinese couple next to me. I'm pretty sure Chinese. I think. Anyways, but yeah, they were definitely Asian couple. And the little lady in the aisle seat decided she wanted to have her overhead lamp on the entire trip, even when she wasn't needing it for any reason at all. Like, if she was reading a book the whole time, I would have been like, okay, fine, yeah, that makes sense. But no, she was playing around on her tablet, a bunch of, brain games, which, cool they had that. Like, the tablet in the back of the seat in front of you, and you could just play games and watch movies and stuff on it. But yeah, she was just playing games and had the light on. I'm like, part of me just wanted to go, do you need that light on? Like, can you please turn it off so I can sleep? But I would have had to talk across the husband and just didn't want to, like, risk them getting mad at me over it or something. And I was just like, whatever. I have a sleep mask. I used the sleep mask. I got a couple hours of sleep, and then I got a headache from the sleep mask, and I took it off, just threw it in my bag again. Did my best to try and sleep, which didn't work. I think I might have got a little more sleep in, and then I found out that the sun, it radiates through the tinted windows, because they didn't have the plastic like drop-down cover thing. They just had like tint, and you could turn it like super dark. But no matter how dark you turn it, if the sun is directly like in line with the window, it goes through like a friggin' laser beam. It's just like, oh good, yay. This is part of my life now. But yeah, landed from that flight, went through customs. That was pretty cool, because the guy at customs actually realized I was going to TwitchCon. Didn't mention anything about Dokomi, but yeah, he seemed to maybe have already talked to a few people going to TwitchCon. Then found my baggage, met up with Bando, and then we took a train from Amsterdam over to Rotterdam, and from Rotterdam Central Station we made a very poor life decision. Specifically, we were like, it's an hour walk to our hotel, we have our luggage with us, let's just do it, we got this, we can deal with some walking. And let me tell you, 30 pounds of luggage when you've got, like, my suitcase rolled. I could lean it and roll it, so it was like, yeah, alright, I'm fine. It's not the full, like, 30 pounds of my luggage plus my carry-on, which was, like, I don't know, like 15 pounds, maybe. Which is, like, what is it? I think my suitcase was, on the way back, like, 15 kg. So I did gain a little bit, but it was still nowhere near overweight. Carry-on lost a little bit of weight, so it was probably 8, no, not even 8 kg. Probably only like 5 kilograms or something. But yeah, so like, on the way here, I probably had like 40 plus pounds at least. So like 22-ish kg, probably, rough estimate. But yeah, walked an entire hour, just, you know, wheeling that behind me. The problem is the Netherlands has a lot of cobblestone, so when you're rolling around, it still is like rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat on the cobble all the friggin' way there. And, like, I wasn't dressed super fancy or nothing, but the hotel we were staying at was pretty... It was a little bougie, to say the least. But yeah, I walked in, and I was like, I think it's a little early for check-in, but my god, I hope they can just check us in. And I just went up to the counter and I asked, is there any chance, like, we could check in now, or is it too early? And she said, well, that depends, like, which room do you want? I'm like, if one's available, I'll take it, to be entirely honest, because it was just, yeah, give me a room, please. I'm going to die. I'm going to perish. Please let me sleep. Let me relax. Let me veg out. And yeah, we looked just disheveled, in my opinion. Like, I'm pretty sure my shirt was like out of place and looked like I'd been sweating in it. Because like the carry-on, I swapped between. No, I had that on my luggage the entire time. I should have swapped it onto my shoulder, but that would have made my shirt look even worse. But yeah, felt like the manager or whoever the front desk lady that checked us in was judging us harshly, but I did not care. Still do not care, to be entirely honest. It was just something I noted. I was like, I feel like she judged me. Oh well. Then, yeah, we dragged our ass upstairs. I used all the energy I had left to set up my Switch and just kind of like get myself half-ass organized / unpacked and settled. That's a little more upbeat than I was looking for, but that's fine, you know? Yeah, also louder, that's all. But yeah, got unpacked. And then I flopped into the chair, the just like singular chair in the room, the cuck chair, as it were. But yeah, just flopped into that. Friggin' like completely just melted. Just bleh. And I think I actually just sat there for like 10 minutes staring at the ceiling. And I was like, oh yeah, check my phone, make sure everything's, you know, good. Send a text to my mother, let her know I landed safe. Yeah. Then I just kind of looked around on my phone. Bandit, like, absolutely passed out and started just sawing logs. It was so loud the first day. Which, like, that's fair. He was exhausted. I was exhausted. Everybody was exhausted. And then I'm almost certain at one point he snored loud enough that he woke himself up with it. Like he said, he normally doesn't wake up to much of anything. Like he could probably sleep through a hurricane, I think he said. And I believe him. But yeah, the one time he snored, I swear, immediately upon doing it, he woke up. And I was just like, wake himself up? That's impressive. And then I don't know how much I slept on and off during it, but there was like 4 hours that passed. Because we checked in around, I think, 2 p.m. local. And then right around like 5:46-ish, like 5:40 to 6 p.m., it was just like not like I was just struggling to keep my eyes open. And then I just kind of was like, fuck it. I stood up and went over to the window, closed the blackout blinds. And yeah, we went to bed at 6 p.m.-ish. Which is, yep, this is when we're sleeping now. It's 6 p.m., we're going to sleep. And we slept till like 7 a.m. the next day. Like, it was 11, 12 hours of sleep. Like, yes, I woke up to go to the bathroom once, I think, but beyond that, it was just, yeah, no, sleep. Mind you, lots of energy the next day. Was that Thursday? No, because we landed on Thursday. So yeah, Thursday was just like get to hotel, check into hotel, and turn into zombie. Like just died. 100% died, rose from the dead the next morning. Friday, and just kind of, you know, got to know the city a little bit. Went to TwitchCon early because on Friday they just had music outside and the actual like pickup of the badge, which I did post a picture of the badge. Where did I do that? I know I posted it. So I think it was on Twitter. I actually posted it, which that was the first Twitter post I did in a while. Yes, I know it's called X now. I don't care. I'm calling it Twitter. Anyways, yeah, that was one of my first ones in a while. Actually gonna open Twitter on the side here. And find my own stuff. It's a jabby post, that's right. Getting to that. Did I not post it directly on Twitter? I might not have. Oh, I'll post some pictures afterward. Just like on the Discord or something, I guess. But yeah, I went to go pick up the badge and stood around for, I don't know, an hour and a half-ish, 2 hours in the sun. Which, yeah, by the way, when I was originally going there, I checked the weather and it was like, oh, it's going to be rainy and cloudy, like, the entire time you're there. And I was like, so I'm going to be spending most of my time in the convention center and indoors, probably, anyways, because I'm not big on exploring stuff, but I was like, maybe we'll walk to the con. I'm like, that's like 20 minutes, I'll be fine, we can find shade on the walk. It'll be fine. So yeah, of course, I didn't bring sunscreen. And I am a pasty white man. I do not get out in the sun much. I burned pretty badly. It wasn't like super painfully badly, but I burned and it was not fun. The next morning, I found out that the shower gel at the hotel I was in has aloe vera in it. That was a godsend. Thank you. I loved that. That was good. Oh hey, it's a bandit.
Time to slap that burning boy real good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. So glad I'm going to get slapped by Ronnie, I guess. Listen, if anybody's gonna slap me, I'd let Ronnie slap me when I'm sunburned. How you doing, bandit? At work? You alive? Because I'm actually curious. Poor man, you had to work the very next day, and that sucks so much. I would have died. If I had to work tonight, I would die. I would legitimately be just perished right now. I don't know how you're doing it. Because, like, mentally I'm okay. I got good sleep last night. Yeah. Physically I'm exhausted, though. I know you told me you got 8 hours, but I was just like... Frick, man. Even after, I think I got 7 hours, I'm just physically very, like, bleh. But yeah. Right, and then I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday I learned about it, but I know at some point I learned that Night Rain was going to have a booth or an area at TwitchCon. And I was like, we need to go play that. And Bandit 100% agreed. And we went and we played. We got in line super early and I was like, well shit, it's a 3-player game and like we need 3 players, so like let's try and get somebody. So I started like messaging like DC, Demi, just anybody I could think of that I was like, maybe they're close, maybe they're here. Like, hey, do you want to come join us? Like, hurry up, come on. No dice, but they started just kind of like going through the line and going, okay, are you a group of 3? Are you a group of 2? Like what group? How many people in your group, basically? And it was just like 2, 2, 2. There were so many groups of 2. I think there was one group of 2 in front of us, a group of 3, and then it was us, then like 2 other groups of 2. And then they had to go like another group of 3 back at least before they finally found a solo for the first group of 2. And then they went further back and found another solo, goes by the name Mox. And me and Bandit got to know him a bit. Because yeah, we went in, we played for like 20-ish minutes, maybe, and died to the first boss. And it was like, shit. We died to the first boss, that sucks. So then we were kind of like just practicing, like looking around at the other classes and stuff, and then guy comes up behind us and is like, oh, you guys done? Like, did you finish a run? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, did you beat the first boss? Or did you beat the boss? And we're like, no. And he just goes, you want to play on stage? Huh? Huh? Yeah, we were just like, sure. Like, I was like, sure, if you guys are down for it, I'll do it. And so yeah, we got pulled aside to the VIP area. A bunch of people kind of started. Well, Demi and DC came over, and then I think DC outed us to a bunch of people. So then I was like, well, frick it, if DC's gonna do it, I'm gonna post about it. So I posted about it on the Discord. Because they also informed us they were going to be streaming it on the LAN channel. So if you were lucky enough to be awake at... God, what time would that have been locally? 4 a.m.? Yeah. Oh, that's going to slap down in the corner, isn't it? Sure is. Sorry, Wolfie, you can't slap me right now because I'm not in the corner. But yeah, if you're lucky enough to wake up 4 a.m. locally, but I mean, a lot of my viewers are EU anyways, so it was just like, well, yeah, like 11 a.m.-ish, noon. 11 a.m. I posted about it, and then at noon it happened, kind of thing. But yeah, went up and played Night Rain on stage. And I think only like Takao and Tiwi really saw it, but maybe you were lucky enough to catch it because I don't think there's a VOD. So if you missed it, you missed it. But me, Bandit, and Mox played some Night Rain up on stage. The caster class is extremely complicated, and I finally kind of figured it out last night playing a little bit. There's in fact not a VOD. Yeah, thank you. I was like, I'm 90% sure they never posted that VOD, but yeah. And yeah, me and Bandit had a bit of a, like, they don't know we're VTubers. But yeah, I played the Raider up on stage because I did not want to try and continue to learn the caster class while in front of 4K plus people. Because I was curious when I was in the VIP section. I'm like, well, how many people are actually watching this right now? Surely not that many. Oh, 4K. Shit. And, yeah, Takao said the commentator was just, like, doubting us. Originally, I think he said shit-talking, but it was not really shit-talking. It was barely even banter. It was mostly just kind of, like, a little bit of doubt. But it was like, yeah, whatever. He was like, oh, they shouldn't go fight that Red Wolf of the... I don't even remember what they renamed it to, but like they kind of like more generalized the names. It's not Red Wolf of Radagon, it's Red Wolf of the King Consort or something. Something like that. I don't even remember exactly. But yeah. He was like, oh, they shouldn't go fight that. And I think it was because the ring was about to start closing in on us, but we just kicked its ass like so fast that it didn't matter. And honestly, had it not been for our incessant greed to kill the boss at one point, we might have won that. Like, legitimately, we might have won. I don't know. I do know the other team made it to the... what the hell is it called? It's the three-headed wolf boss. But yeah, they made it there instead of us and got interviewed instead of us because they won, technically. And... yeah, honestly, TwitchCon was weirdly... I don't know, underwhelming to some degree. Because, yeah, we got to play Night Rain, which was cool, and I got to meet Squoo, which I enjoyed. And... oh, the poor space cat, man. Friggin' that line was just so long for such a long amount of time, too. And when I got up there, which was still maybe halfway through the line, technically. I don't even think that was halfway. That was maybe a third of the people that went up to meet Squoo. And, like, already, she was just exhausted. So I was gonna yap for, like, 2 minutes, maybe 3, when I met her, and then I was just like, nah, I can't do that to her. And so I cut it short. I kept it brief. Gave her a gift. Which, if you met her after me and you saw the moose plushie, that was me. Because I saw the moose plushie and I was like, I'm gonna give that to the space cat. And I did. Which made my bags a little less full on the way back too, so that was nice. Made room for all the prints I bought at Dokomi, among other things. Good God. My poor wallet. I still have like 170 out of the 1,000 euros I brought, so hey, that's pretty good. Right? God. I am bad at impulse buying. But yeah, did meet a few lovely people at TwitchCon, you know. DC was there, a bunch of the Pocats. Met Lesh. Did not meet many streamers, because, I don't know, I'm just, like, I wanted to meet Squoo, that was cool. But beyond that, I was like, do I really want to meet, like, Shy Lily? Even, like, Riku, I was like, I can probably meet Riku at Dokomi. Actually, I think Riku was the only ex-Vugan that I did not meet at this point, then. And, you know, Uni, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, no, Dokomi, I met Yen, I met Yochi, I met Momo. God, Momo's energy. Oh my god, it's so infectious. You can hear her everywhere in the hall. It was crazy. I love that. And then after TwitchCon, though, that was a good time, because there was a big dinner of a bunch of community members. I think it was like 40 plus people, and we went to, oh, was it Brazilian? Yeah, Brazilian barbecue. No, Brazilian. Yeah. DC. Hello, Brian? Are you there? I don't think Brian is there. I don't know why the TTS isn't working right now. And I don't have the patience to figure it out. I don't use this scene very often. But yes, thank you for the welcome back, DC. And thank you for subscribing for 26 months, you mad lad. It was wonderful to meet you. And it was wonderful to play Cards Against Humanity with you. That was so much fun. Where was I, though? Oh, right, the Brazilian. Oh my god, the Brazilian restaurant. Oh, it was so good. Like, there was a buffet, and, like, you go in and you can grab, like, all your non-meat food. Or, like, mostly non-meat. But yeah, like, there was just a whole bunch of, like, potatoes and veggies and all kinds of other stuff. And rice, and, like, I grabbed a little bit of, like, some of the stuff. I wish I had grabbed less of that, because then they started coming around and they just have, like, the meat on skewers and, like, cut you off a piece. And, oh. Yeah, no, the buffet itself was mid, but when they came around with the meat, I was dying. It was so good. What was the one? It was a French thing. Kuro made me pronounce it, which, like... Also, Kuro's lovely. Lita, lovely. Who else did I meet there? DC, you are absolutely lovely. Who else did I actually meet at TwitchCon? I'm trying to remember now. Hello, Ava. Brain. I'm trying to open Discord to find this discussion I had, because it was like... Where... Oh god, I had so many discussions. Anyway. Scrolling back, but yeah, there was filet mignon. There was... They even had like roasted pineapple. Even that was good. And I'm like, I should have just like taken a tiny bit from the buffet and then just grabbed meat, because oh my god, there was so much meat and it was so good. And I don't even care if that sounds dirty. I don't care. It was freaking delicious. Like, oh my god, I had to scroll so far back with my conversation with Kuro just to actually find the name of this meat. Because, like, I'm still in Dokomi stuff. Really got to know Kuro very well. Spent a lot of time with DC. Spent a fair bit of time with Takao. Oh my gosh. This is still Dokomi. Like, I am scrolling so far, and this is all just Dokomi chat with Kuro. Oh my god. This is, I think, when we got to Germany? Yeah, because the pizzeria was Germany. So I'm getting close now. There was a little pizza... No, it wasn't even... It was a kebab shop, but they had pizza, and it was really good pizza, too. I honestly wish I'd gotten another pizza there before we left. Wait, was that in Germany? No. Yeah? Yeah, that was in Germany. That's right, because we went down and over to where the tram was, and then across the street. We got pizza there. It was delicious. This was when my throat was destroyed because of the AC in the first hotel, which, yeah, that was a thing. So... let me see if I remember how this worked. Sunday... I remember Lesh posted something about his, like, voice going. And I was kind of feeling a little bit in my throat, too. Like, just like, oh no, like, are we all getting sick? This is gonna suck. Because we're all gonna be sick for the next con. And then Sunday after the restaurant, good handful of us tried to go to an after party. But it was like a TwitchCon official after party, so it was a bunch of like partner streamers from the EU that like none of us knew. And it was just loud music, just your typical bar scene, and just none of us felt comfortable. We walked in the door and we were all kind of like looking at each other like, what are we doing here? Why are we here? And then most of us kind of just slowly trickle back out the door, and... Oh, Catachino. That was another one I met at TwitchCon. And freaking Catachino comes out the door, hands me a bottle of coconut soju. It's just like, the hell? I owed him a drink, and I never got him one. I feel bad. But I barely saw him at Dokomi. Maybe next time, because there might be a next time. There's a good chance I'll go back. Maybe not next year, but I will probably be back. Someday. Might be a couple years, might be a few. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. I gotta save up money, I gotta do a bunch of other stuff. Who knows? But yeah. So then after that, we all kind of split up, went back to our hotels. And I can't remember exactly when, but I found out Lesh was in the same hotel. And then think I asked Lesh what he was up to because they said they were down in the lobby or something on the group. I don't even remember exactly how I found out, but found out they were in the lobby, asked if they were still down there, went down and chatted with him and a bunch of other like mods for a while, mostly with Lesh though, because I actually kind of knew Lesh, so it was like I'm most comfortable just chatting with Lesh. Kind of said hi to some others. Saw Lesh take a very interesting picture. I don't even. Beardy laying on the ground, good god. Beardy. And I just remembered what happened at the restaurant, but I'll get to that in a sec. Lesh was using TTS. And like he was mostly just typing and like letting people read unless he needed to actually like use the TTS. But then like I started talking to Lesh about like artists and trying to find somebody who actually does male characters and how hard that is. And he made a suggestion to me. And then when he did that, he started talking or trying to talk. And I'm like, Lesh, you gotta stop talking, man. You're making my voice hurt. Like, just stop. Like, you're making my throat hurt just by proxy of hearing how raspy your voice is. Like, it's just like, oh my god. And then, yeah, like, we were chatting for a while, and then another couple VTubers that were apparently staying at the hotel. One of which I'd actually heard of and been rated into before. I can't remember her name exactly off the top of my head right now, so I'm not even going to bother saying it. But if anybody's curious, I will, like, tell them if they, like, DM me or whatever. I don't care. I just have to find it. Huntress Spectre? Huntress Spectre? Spectress Hunter? It was one of those two. I'll look her up later. I haven't been to one of her streams in a while, but yeah, apparently I was in the same hotel as quite a few people. It was a nice hotel, and very nice restaurant, very nice breakfast. However, at the end of that conversation, I did find out a quirk of the hotel, which is the air conditioner in the hotel, specifically in every room. In order to actually permanently like accept any of the settings you change, you have to tap the room key on the little thermostat for it. Because if you don't, it'll just turn itself back on and reset the settings after, I don't know, like an hour or two or something. I don't know exactly how long it was, but it would undo your setting changes quite often, like quite quickly. And yeah, it baffles me why that is the way that it is, but it destroyed me and Bandit. Not quite as bad as Lesh, but Lesh was also a more talkative being, walking around meeting people and running around helping out Dia and everybody else. But yeah, he just he had like no voice, and he went and found proper like meds for it, which me and Bandit probably should have done, but we survived. We just took like 2 days of like almost fully vegetating in the room to do so. But yeah, we explored a little bit on the second day, not very much. Rotterdam seems like a very nice city. Very European. Lots of bikes. Not surprised by the bikes. Was expecting bikes. It felt very different. And then, what was I gonna get to? Oh god, the restaurant before, because I'm still looking for that meat as well. What was Sunday? God. Sunday was June 1st? Yeah. So June 1st is what I need, or maybe on the 2nd, but because at that point it would have been late night. No, it would have been like midday. This is in the AM on the 2nd. on now. Yeah, I'm currently a cat. That is the thing. Where is... Yeah, are you feeling better now or still dying? We were still dying that morning, kind of. I tried a bunch of new drinks, too. Like, I tried a Mai Tai, I tried... Oh, I don't even remember what the drink was. And, yeah, not a fan of beer, but I tried a little bit of beer while I was there. There's the soju discussion. There's that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to get to after this. Because, yeah, Lita and Kuro were both sitting on the opposite side of the table. And it was a really thinly sliced meat. And they both said it at me several times, and I was just like, what? Oh yeah, and they stopped by Lesh's hotel, which I was like, you were just at our hotel, like, because the same hotel. Where the hell is this meat? I want to know. I'm actually mad I can't find it. Oh, I sent the preview of the menu. Oh. Entrecote. Frick. Entrecote? Hold on. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, it's a French... Oh, it's a French term referring to a cut of beef, specifically a boneless ribeye steak. Ah, that explains why it was so tender. Okay. Because, yeah, boneless ribeye is just like... but it was cooked just so good, too. Like, almost all of the meat was... delicious. But yeah, then... during that dinner, like me, Lita, Kuro, Bandit, and then I think even DC was next in line. We just took pictures of our food and all sent it to Takao. And then one more person did it, and then one more person did it, and then I think it was around 6, 7, 8. I think 8 or 9 people probably ended up sending Takao food pictures. Because I went over and incited Lesh into the whole incident as well. And then... I don't know who started it. Maybe it might have been Kuro taking a picture of Lita's, like, elbow. But just in that questionable way where it's bent and is maybe not an elbow. And that picture got sent to Takao. So then someone else did it, and then someone else did it. And then I think Lesh took a picture possibly of his, like, knee bent, because I think he was wearing shorts or something. I don't even know what it was about, too. There was just so many pictures, it was stupid. And poor Takao is just getting tormented by us and our food. Oh, that was great. Oh my god. Wow, I've actually been almost yapping for an hour already. And then, okay, me and Bandit, we're, like, intimidated by the Netherlands public transport system, because when we got there, it was like, what do we do? I don't understand. Because I'm used to a system of public transport where you buy a ticket, and then your ticket is your ticket. But in the Netherlands, you just walk up to a little gate for the tram, tap your credit card on it, it beeps and opens, and it, like, logs you into the system. Because it goes, this is the name and credit card or whatever, like the number. It puts it into the thing, and then you go tap it somewhere else, and it beeps, and it logs you out. And when it logs you in and out, it goes, okay, you went from here to here. So it charges you an appropriate amount for that travel. And I'm like, oh, that's actually super convenient and nice. I actually like this system and kind of wish it was everywhere now. And then we hopped on the train because you had to buy a ticket for the train. So I was like, okay, long distance train, you have to buy a ticket. That makes sense. It's like flying. You're going a long distance. You need the ticket to go that far. And we bought the ticket, or Bandit bought the tickets because, yeah. But anyways, we got on the train and rode it through the Netherlands, and that was kind of cool. Then we got to the border and went into Germany. And within the first 5 minutes of being in Germany, there was a delay. 5-minute delay. And then we got to the first stop, and then it was like a 10-minute delay. And I think by the time we got to our stop in Dusseldorf, it was, I think, a 15-minute delay. But it was like, well, this is a good sign, right? Totally a good sign. But then we got off in Dusseldorf Central, and immediately we're like, okay, well, we gotta go catch the tram or whatever, because we're not walking to our hotel again. That's not happening. Because it was another hour walk, and I'm like, nope, it's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that again. And Bandit agreed. We're not walking for an hour again. And so we tried to figure out the tram. And I saw the number of the tram we wanted to get on. But I think I missed which platform it was boarding on, because for some reason, there's only like 2 different numbers at every station. And it was like U78 and U79. And we got on the right number, but it was going the wrong way. So then we were just progressively getting further away from our stop, and Bandit was like, well, should we get off here? And it's like, yes, Bandit, we should get off before we get further away from our hotel. And then we just finally, like, managed to get off at a stop, but it had 2 platforms. It had a lower platform and a higher platform. And I just was like, okay, how do we get to here now? And it said board U, I can't remember if it was 79, but whatever. Like, it was board this tram number from platform 1. And platform 1 was the lower platform. So it was like, okay, we'll go to platform 1. We went to platform 1. Tram comes up. We can't get on because it's too high. What? So we waited, and another tram came by. It was the wrong tram number, but it was low enough for us to get on. We're like, what's going on? And then it's like, I think we should just go up to the higher platform and get on the correct tram, because it's going the correct direction and it's the correct number, but it just can't board from platform 1. I guess the phone is wrong. Because Google Maps just told me to board from platform 1, but you couldn't board that tram from platform 1 because it was too high off the ground. And yeah, so we went to the higher platform, we got on tram 1, we rode tram 1. We bought a ticket on the thing because the ticket machines are on the thing. And that was deeply confusing for me, because like, huh? Like, I've seen where you can buy the ticket preemptively, and then like a guy comes around and checks every so often. And I've seen now the Netherlands version where you just tap where you start and where you get off. And I like both of those. Those are both good. This, buy it while you're on the tram, I didn't like that. And Bandit's card didn't like work with the machine. So then I had to use a bunch of change, because I think Demi even told us that like it's better to use change generally. And I agree. But there's also like a chance that it's just better to not even buy a ticket sometimes. Because the ticket, like, you only get fined, I think it's €50, Demi said, if you get caught without a ticket. I don't think anybody ever asked to see a ticket. I never held a ticket in my hand. If I had a ticket, it was in my pocket. But yeah, I think I rode the tram without a ticket 3-4 times. And yeah, it was like I saved probably 30 euro by not buying a ticket those few times. And it was like, I don't know. It seemed like just a better system to have everybody do the tap, because they had lots of gates, so you could always like, you were only ever in like a line of 2 to 3 people at most. And like, it was fast, so yeah. There was a lot of problems with the gates sometimes, mind you. They'd just like freak out and be like, beep, like you did something wrong, but nobody usually stopped you anyways, so I don't know. Where was I? Oh yeah, German things. We finally got the tram over to our hotel. Still had to walk a fair bit, but it wasn't too bad. And then the new hotel had a much nicer shower too, because good God, the old one had just this tiny little cubicle with no door, no curtain. It just had this like piece of glass that covered like, I don't know, a third of the space. It was like not much wider than the sink. Like the sink came away from the wall like maybe 30 centimeters. And the glass was like maybe 40 centimeters. And hello, Takao. Takao. Yes, I got home safe. And I wanted to yap today. It's like the first time I've ever yapped. Ow. Ow. Also, ads are coming up in 40 seconds, so sorry to anybody who has ads. I might use the time to quickly go check some laundry that I'm doing, because I had to wash everything in my goddamn suitcase, because I didn't have anything to store dirty clothes in really properly. Lesson for future. But yes, 20 seconds till ads, so yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. Maybe get some more water. Yeah, more at you in the future. I guess I'll talk more about Dokomi after this, because I talked about TwitchCon primarily up until now. Actually sounds like a decent idea. First hour on TwitchCon, second hour on Dokomi? Yeah. Alright. Ads coming up. Be right back. Bye-bye. Owl, I back. Webba. 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 Cow, I think even if you type laugh out loud now, I'm going to hear your laugh. Because I heard it so many times it took me. Dokomi was so much fun, dude. Alright. Let me just... Whoop. Oh, I'm too big. There we go. Adjustments being made. Because ads are over in just a few seconds. I just have to move my ad timer onto this thing too, but we'll get there. Like I said, this might be my only yapping stream. That said, I'm probably going to use this overlay for other stuff in the future. I just need to figure out how to get the TTS working on it, because it's not working apparently. Anyways. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Last I left off, I was in Germany, and there's a Takao. Didn't meet Takao till Friday? I think it was Friday. Yeah? Sorry, little brain dead sometimes. Because a lot of stuff happened. Yeah, Friday. I know I met back up with DC on Thursday and had dinner with DC and Jebby and Bandit, obviously. And that was nice. Got to meet the Benoy. Very cute. Very cute Benoy. Honestly, she was more nervous than she needed to be, but that's understandable. Especially because so many people who are in all of my friend groups are introverted, and it shows. And I'm definitely I think among these introverts, I am one of the least introverted introverts. Am I still introverted? Yes. Was the bar after TwitchCon super awkward because of that? Yes. But, yeah. I'm still listen, I will approach people, I will ask them questions, I will talk to them, I will say, excuse me, do you know the way to get to this? If need be. Sometimes I might still be I have no social battery for this, I can't do it. But, yeah. Thursday, we went to dinner, which, when I got to Dusseldorf felt closer to a North American city. Legitimately thinking to my own city, it was nah, this is pretty close. Traffic was insane. The only difference is the trams drive down the actual road, whereas here if there is a public transport train, it goes on its own track that sometimes crosses a road, and then there'll be a stop barricade for it, and that's just it. It doesn't drive down the road. At one point in a ride in Kuro's car, we were driving right next to a tram, and I'm like, this is so surreal, that's weird. This is weird. I'm like, okay, this feels distinctly different from a North American city. Hello, Kuro, speaking of. Kuro, did you save up enough yet? You'll be lurking. Kuro's saving up for ASMR settings. I have been informed. How much is that right now, actually? Also, I forgot to turn off my set of squats and stuff from last time I played. I don't even remember what I have my ASMR setting at. I think it's 1,000. Maybe. What's this one? That's not it. I don't know. I'll find it. Enjoy your lurk though, Kuro. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you save lots of points. Takao. Oh, I remember trying to meet Takao now. And the keyword there is trying, because I feel like Takao got lost at the con so many times. Like, not necessarily lost, like, he knew where he was going or trying to go, but perhaps was not going where we thought he was going. Because there was one distinct time I remember that. And I think that was the last day at that point, but yeah, because we were outside of Hall 5, and like, I realized I should have said, we're just outside the middle exit of Hall 5. But I just said middle exit. And then I realized, oh, he probably thought I meant exit to the con. And he went there. And it was like, yes, we had poor communication. That's why a lot of the time, when I was telling somebody where I was, like, at one point told Kuro where I was. Well, we were just standing, like, next to two different lines to get into Hall 10 on the first day. And then I just went, you know what, screw it. And I looked up, and I was like, there's, you know, the corner of Hall 9 and 10. And I took a picture of it and sent it to Koro. Because I was like, this is where we are. If you see this, you will be able to find us. Oh yeah, no, like... so many times I just took a picture of the general area. It was like, look, this is where I am. If you can see this view, you can see me, probably. Ooh, is this lo-fi Megalovania? Really? Yeah, lo-fi Megalovania. Alright, sick. I'm down. Anyway. I actually heard somebody playing Megalovania at Dokomi. Because yeah, there was a piano in the one hall near the dance area, and the dude just started playing Megalovania, and I'm like, hell yeah. That distracted my brain so bad. But yeah, I think a lot of my Friday was taken up by standing in line to meet Yochi. And get Yochi to sign a print, because Yochi was not in the Passion Art book, but Momo was, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna get Yochi to sign a print, I might as well get Momo to sign the print too, but then it has to be of both of them, so I got one of both of them, plus I think Nano's on that one too. Because like there was one of them like cuddling, and I'm like, that's a really nice one, but I like that other one more. Mostly because it's swimsuit edition, and I was like, just, yeah, I'm gonna. And yeah, Yochi signed in, I think, silver, and Momo signed in gold. And then I got Momo to sign the art book. And then I believe I went over to meet Tiwi. And yes, Tiwi very tall. Didn't actually get a hug from Tiwi on the first day, though. Because I blanked, and I think she did too. And I don't remember who else I met on the first day, but like I met so many people, and all the days just kind of blend together now, and it was so fun. And then I found out in the 18+ section you can buy alcohol, and drink it in there, and it was like, this is fantastic. It was such a good time. Because yeah, you can just chill out and have a drink with your friends. See some titties. And oh my god, all of the art, and Koro just looking for men. She found men, she found men, and she was enjoying it. Good time. Oh my god. Yeah, guys. Guys doing things, usually with other guys. I distinctively remember at one point, she was like, you guys have to help me keep an eye out for men. And we were walking by a booth, and me and Bandit both kind of saw it, and he just went, "Hey, Kuro, left men." And I'm like, "Indeed, I see too." And it's just like, yeah, walking through that hall, the 18 plus hall, is like, damn, there's a lot going on in there. It was very distracting. Yes, you heard men, Kuro, because you were telling us to keep an eye out for men. Okay, I get how to get your attention. You'll go again? All right. Thanks for hopping in when you heard the word. I guess I'll try to avoid saying that word unless I have more to say or show. Gosh. Yeah, I met... That was a thing that happened too. I don't remember if that was Friday or Saturday now. I think it was Saturday. Maybe it was Friday. No, it was Friday. That was Friday that happened. Both of you. You who have been chatting most, in fact. Well, I think DC is Kuro beat a little bit, but yeah. Line up for Tiwi's booth. And Kuro reveals my identity right before I get to the front of the line. Points out that, you know, this is Sage and this is Bandit. And I was like, I wanted to surprise the Tiwi, damn it. And then I was on a giant hit list for Tiwi. And got so many prints. May have spent like 200 plus euro. Mostly because, like, while she was going through the list and getting out all the prints to give to me, I was standing there staring at these acrylic blocks, and there was the goth Tiwi with the, like, semi-translucent middle of her top. And I'm just Sherry. I guess it is Sherry, not Tiwi, but it's whatever. They're synonymous for my brain, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a piece of Tiwi in Sherry and vice versa. But yeah, I was just staring at the goth Sherry, and I'm like, I want it. I want it. I want it. I'm like, but I don't need it. But I don't need it. But because I had gotten so many prints, I had so long to stand there and just stare at it and go, God, like, it's sturdy, it's art, it's beautiful, I love it, I want it, I want it, I need it, I need it. So I got it. Because I think it was just under 200 euro. Like, literally just under 200 euro. From just the prints, and then I was like, I want it. So yeah, I got the lovely acrylic block of goth TV. Sherry, whatever. Again, if I say one, I usually mean the pair. Anyways, because, like I said, they're synonymous. So often is Tiwi just Sherry, and Sherry is Tiwi. Yeah, that was most... And then, yeah, then I went over to Tina's booth, which, like, part of me wanted to buy stuff from Tina, but I was like, I do mostly just want her to sign the art book. And don't get me wrong, I love Tina. Tina's wonderful. She's very kind, very good artist. Absolutely beautiful art. But I was just like, I don't have a ton of money that I can / want to spend anymore. And I'm like, I'm either going to want to buy like a lot of things, or I should probably just not buy anything. And I so hard had to almost freaking bite my lip to just not buy something. But yeah, then I went over to the line to just get the art book signed, because I found out that Tina did that. She's had 2 lines kind of going. You could buy something and then you just line up to meet her / get it signed. And so then, yeah, I went over to get into that line, and Takao's in line. And Takao, right before I get to the front, is like, this is Sage. And I'm like, Why are you and Kuro sharing a brain cell today and just want to ruin me telling people who I am? Like, I wasn't actually bad, but it was just like, what the hell? What is this? But yeah, then, to my surprise, Tina actually knew who I was. Because I was like, Tina, I think I have been to maybe more than a handful of your streams. How do you know who I am? And then I was like, I guess I'm friends with Takao and Lita and Jabby and Bandit. So, yeah, she's probably heard my name in passing a fair bit. So yeah, I was like, okay, I guess it's not that surprising that Tina knows who I am. But it was a little bit surprising for me. I was like, oh wow, I'm not a, absolute nobody, at least. I'm still kind of a nobody, but that's fine. Man, that was just on Friday. I think I spent a lot of Friday and a bit of Saturday just kind of going around getting signatures in the art book. Actually, give me half a second to actually go grab the art book. There it is. Found our book. Because I was like, who all did I get again? Yeah, I got Andy, who, was the creator of it. Didn't, realize, I think, Andy was at Tina's booth quite often. Or at least I didn't realize it was, the same Andy. Kind of how I didn't realize Kim was at Yochi's booth so much. Which, that's not surprising. I just didn't realize it was Kim, because I was like, I've never seen Kim. I don't know anything about him. And then saw him, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Of course. But yeah, then I think Takao was just sitting there on the last day chatting with Kim, and it was like, or Andy. I got the wrong person on the brain. Yeah, just chatting with Andy. And then I was thinking, I'm like, wait, Andy. Isn't Andy the creator of the art book? And I was like, are you the same Andy? Yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm aware, Takao. So, yeah, I've seen him around. I think there was only maybe 1 or 2 people at the con that are in the art book that I didn't get their signatures, but it was to be entirely honest, getting their signature wouldn't really do much for me because I'm I don't really know them, or am aware of them anyway. It's funny because I had to make a hard choice with Tina, but Takao kind of talked me into getting Tina to sign the second page of her art. So I was like, yeah, no, that's an ass pick, and that's a good one. I like that one. 10 out of 10 choice, Takao, and thank you for influencing me to make that decision. Oh, I believe you, Takao. Takao, you talk to everybody so much. It was crazy. I swear, I couldn't pin you down half the time. It was just oh, where's Takao? Oh, he's there now? Okay. Where's Takao now? Oh, he's over there now. And all of the art in the art book is just gorgeous. It really is. There's not a single page in here that I'm just I don't like this page. There's not a page I can say it about. You were running. I think you were walking most of the time, but you were walking a lot. You definitely got your steppies in. Like, definitely. I swear I've seen this one artist in here somewhere else by maybe a different name. I could be hallucinating too, though. It could just be a similar style to somebody else I know. Because, yeah, I don't know if this artist was there. And then, yeah, met Lita at TwitchCon. But I didn't have the art book at TwitchCon because it was TwitchCon. And, like, I'm not planning to get any signatures in the art book at TwitchCon. And then friggin' can't find Lita for the life of me at Dokomi. Like, I saw her once when I got there. And basically just got a yeah, good luck, have fun, enjoy Dokomi. And it was like, oh, what? And then I saw Lita like 2 other times. One time she was very busy chatting with people at Tiwi's booth. And the other time was at, I think, Yun's booth. And that time I was like, Gato, before you run away and I never see you again, sign the art book, please. So then, yeah, I got a Lita, you smell. Because apparently she told pretty much everybody you smell when she signed. She signed the bunny pic, which, yeah, bunny. Bonoy gato. Actually, it's just Benoy. That's Lita in full Benoy form, apparently. I didn't notice that she actually just has real Benoy ears on that. Fuck you. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure anybody who wasn't you, Takao, got you smell. It's either you smell or fuck you. So... And that just kind of makes sense, actually, though. God. Who else? I don't know if Misaki Destiny was there or not, but they have very pretty art. But I don't know them. I know Rangat was not there. Because I believe Rangat was playing Night Rain. Which part of me wants to like try solo Night Rain, but like I kind of want to get to know the game a little better before I play solo Night Rain. So I'm holding off on that for now. There's so much pretty art in here. I did not actually look through every single page before, but now I'm just like, I wanna... Gosh, yeah, and I almost had... I think I had dinner almost every night with friends during Dokomi. Because we had... Thursday night was Jabby, DC, Bandit, and me. And we went... I don't even remember what place that was, but... Oh, it was an Asian place. And I ordered one thing thinking it was just like... I thought it was like chicken fried rice. But it was like chicken fried rice on like a... Not quite a baguette. No, what the heck was it? It was more or less a sandwich with chicken. But it was weird because I took like one bite of it and I'm like, there's something on this that just don't taste right. What the hell is it? So then I like started taking smaller bites, just trying to find like what was causing this awful taste in my mouth that I didn't like. And I figured out it was just these like little green leaves on it. So I just kind of brushed them off, ate the rest. Because they were just like placed on top. It almost looked like garnish more than anything. And it was just like, I'm not interested in those. They cause a bad time for my stomach and my taste buds. Like both are just like protesting that. It's like, don't, I'm not eating that anymore. And then Friday night we had hot pot. And that was really good. There was some mild regret about getting the spicy soup base. I think Bandit enjoyed that most. Helped clear out his sinus after all the con sickness from the first con. which, like, I'm almost feeling 100% again, but my nose was causing me grief while on planes. I hope this artist wasn't there, because they have really pretty art. Actually, Takao, if you're still there, do you know if Momoni was there? Momoni? Was that the other Momo that was there? That might have been the other Momo that was there that I'm like, now, like, shit, I should have got there. Oh, damn it. I should have got their signature. Oh well. No, Sulia, I don't think was actually there. Did you do a virtual meetup somewhere? I don't think it was at Dokomi, but... Art... So pretty. There's Momotex, Momochi. God, her signature's so pretty, and it's in gold on the red. It just looks gorgeous. And then Bandit actually got the same print because he forgot his art book. Poor lad. He actually got a pity sticker for that, I think, at Kina's booth. And apparently he was the 5th person who forgot their art book. And it was like... I'm like, I don't understand how you could forget your art book. But at least you're not alone. At least you're not alone. Like, that would make me feel a lot better to know that I'm like the 5th person they've seen that forgot the art book. And then I managed to find Spooky, which I was very happy about. That was mostly because of Kuro, so thank you to Kuro for helping me find Spooky. Because I almost forgot that Spooky was there. But then went to line up very early for the Jabby meet and greet. Yeah, I'm actually shocked how many people forgot their art book, which, like, I'm sorry, but it was, like, the first thing I thought to pack. Like, it was sitting in a spot where I was like, okay, things I need to take to Dokomi. They go here. And it was like the art book, a bottle of some Canadian booze that I was like, I want to share this with some people, which I got to. Kuro, DC, and Bandit got to try some of that. Would have shared it with more people, but can't bring alcohol into the con, so it was like an after party only thing kind of thing. The cow was too good for us. He went to bed early. Ditched us. Can't believe you, Takao. God dang. This fox. But yeah, Spooky's signature is like one of the only ones that's in like ballpoint pen, because she was searching her bag for a marker, and I don't know if it was like a friend, partner, assistant. I don't know what the guy was, but he was close by and just seemed to know Spooky. And when she couldn't find it and then borrowed a pen, he just goes over, pulls out his phone, turns on the flashlight, and finds the pen or the marker like 2 seconds after she signed my book. I was like, God dang it. But whatever. Still got her signature. I'm happy with it. And I'm not actually mad at you, Takao. I'm just ribbing you a little bit, man. You missed out on a fun time. That's all I'll say. Because we had drinks, we played Cards Against Humanity. It was absolutely great. Legitimately, DC's nickname on my Discord changed, and that is because of Cards Against Humanity. So, if you don't know the context for that, you'll have to ask DC and see if he's willing to tell you. And if he's not, it's not my problem. Because Knowing the context is hilarious, and not knowing the context, it's confusing. But, yeah. Oh, you had a bad headache that night? I'm sorry, Takao. I didn't realize you did. I thought you were just going to bed because you wanted to get up early. Which, understandable, but... Yeah, if you had a headache, I don't blame you. I would have had a headache the next morning, but... Pardon me. The hotel I was staying in had just a water machine down the hall, and you could just fill up the carafe and fill up the water as you pleased. And, like, it was a bit more of a walk than, like, just drinking tap water. But it was more appealing than tap water to me, too. Got some meds from Kuro, and after the dinner, you just have to reset. Yeah. It happens. Oh, and then I got Tiwi's signature. She has it in gold. Did kind of like a little doodle of bread. Also, I just noticed the eyes dots are actual, like, eyes for the cat she doodles on top. That's cute. And she signed the one of her sitting in a teacup, which is lovely. I do love that one. I should have got Sheepy's signature in here technically, but I was like, nah. Sheepy made us badges, and I actually kept the badge that Tiwi made us the second day. Yeah, on Saturday we went to Tiwi's booth, and Sheeples, we met him, and he gave us I only speak English badges, which helped Bandit a lot more than me, but did help me on occasion too. Because a lot of the people at the booths just go like, oh, thank you so much. Like, you know, I don't have to, you know, start speaking in German. And it's like, yeah. Saves us the embarrassment of, you know, having to say, sorry, I only speak English every single time we meet somebody. In any way. But yeah, then there was no Sheepy the second day. So Tiwi made us, like, bigger badges, and I was just like, I'm keeping mine. And then I carefully peeled mine off, folded it in half, and put it in my suitcase. And then when I pulled it out of the suitcase, it had unstuck from itself, but stayed, like, fully intact. And I was like, well, I'm keeping this forever now. It's gonna sit right next to the Sherry acrylic. Because it's very cute. It has a little heart, and I'm like, yes, I like it. Oh, and then I'm at Yenkos. I will say Yenkos looks a lot different than I expected. Still very cute. Very good artist. Absolutely loved her art, and she was very nice. Everybody I met was just wonderful. It was very nice to meet so many wonderful people. And then I heard Bad was there, but I've never actually interacted with Bad in any way, shape, or form. Didn't really even know of them, so did not get that signature. Went and got Ein's signature, which actually Lesh informed me of Ein. Never found Bad. Oh, sorry to hear that. And I'm so sad that Naichi wasn't there, because I would have loved to have met her. Her art is gorgeous. Like, just the Lita and Jabby art in the book is beautiful, and lovely. And Nissi might... I don't know if Nissi was there or not, but again, I've never interacted with Nissi, so, like, there's so many artists in this book that I don't really know of, but they have lovely art. Again, every single piece of art in here is beautiful. I'm just like, I just want the signatures of people that, like, I interact with or know of or am friends with, whatever level it may be. Rose Bell is in here, and I don't think she was there. And Yin Yang I've seen a little bit of, but... yeah. Oh, Artist Alley was insane, dude. And it was every day, too. Like, didn't matter what day you went into Artist Alley. It was just... there was so many people constantly, everywhere. I got, like... I think I got one piece of art out of Artist Alley. And it was Elden Ring piece of art of Ronnie, the witch. Because originally I was informed there was an Artorias piece over there. And I was like, ooh, I like Artorias. I like Artorias a lot. In fact, Artorias was my desktop background for... God, I want to say at least 10 years. Like, I'm sorry, Artorias is a badass. So I was like, yeah. But I went over there and it was Artorias and Sif. And I was like, I like the Artorias in it. I didn't like the way they had designed Sif in it, and the outside design, like, border of it didn't do anything for me. So I was just kind of like, is it nice? Yes. Would I pay money for it? No, sadly. But then I was looking at the Ronnie piece and I was like, that, on the other hand, is gorgeous. There was no part of the Ronnie piece I didn't like, so I was just like, yeah. And apparently the guy was out of the States himself, so he appreciated Bandit's badge. And then, like, they asked if we were traveling together when I purchased mine, because they said they were out of bags for the art. So she was like, can I just slip it into his bag? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because he's going to end up holding it anyways, because he has a bag for prints today and I don't. Because I wasn't planning to buy any prints on the last day, but then it was like, Ronnie. And then I think I got a couple free ones when I went over to TV's booth again. She was like, oh, I forgot this. And I was like, okay, well, let's go in there. And then, yeah, when going to Ian's booth, I found Marin, because she was there a few times. I forgot how pretty Marin's art is, but it is very pretty. Don't think Bonnie was there. That's everybody in the book. Takao, was it you that said you were thinking about being cruel and asking Tina to sign the interview section? Bonnie wasn't there either. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think that was you that were saying, like, I'm just gonna ask her to sign the... Yeah, it was you. God. But yeah. And then Sunday night we had that big goodbye dinner. Bees and Lita and... who else was there? Good God. And then friggin... what was his name again? Dang it. Where's the goodbye dinner chat? It is not one of my recent chats anymore. Where'd it go? Here it is. Scroll down a little bit. Anger. Friggin' Anger sneaks in there and steals the bill. Friggin'. It's like, you kind bastard. How dare you? Yeah. Anger, Demi, Bees, Tinko, Lita, Kuro, Bando, and me. Ow. And you missed DC. DC was there too. Can't believe you missed DC. Can't believe you'd do that to our lad, Takao. Just unbelievable. Cannot believe you would forget the German beer drinking lad. Yes, you forgot Daddy Chili. Wow. That is a new one, actually. But yeah. Yeah, no, it was just, we went up to pay, and then whoever was in front of me was kind of like flabbergasted, and I didn't really process and walked up. And then I think I heard them say something like, paid the whole bill, and I was like, wait, what? They paid the whole bill? And yeah, anger, friggin', yeah, was it Takao right in front of us? Because I know I was gonna spot Kuro that one. And friggin', yeah, Takao, I think it was, just was like, you paid the whole bill, what the heck? Or something, and I just went, what? Who paid the whole bill? And friggin' anger was like already outside, and it was like, friggin', what a kind bastard. Like, I'm mad at you, so I'm calling you a bastard. But you're so kind that I can't not acknowledge it. And it was just like, what the hell? Yeah, I think that whole bill was like 400 euro or something. So, what the heck? We gotta get anger back. Gotta find a way. Yeah. Yeah, because you said just enough for me to realize that it was like, wait, he paid for the whole bill? Like the one person? I'm like, what the hell? And that was a good meal too. Like that was Georgian food. And yeah, no, he did just run away. And then outside, I just I remember Kuro and Lita talking. And then it's slowly just devolving into like very possibly simple words, but I think eventually just noises. It was like, the Luxembourg brain cell communication. Yes, of course. It's cute. And then, yeah, I think... yeah, Sunday night, everybody parted ways. Said our goodbyes one by one. Said goodbye to DC, said goodbye to Takao. And then gave Kuro her, what was it? Soju. Green grape soju. Green apple soju, though. That might be good. But yeah, gave Kuro her soju, said goodbye to her, and that made everything feel very final. Like, hesitated walking away from Kuro because it was like, this is it. That's con's over. It's all over. Like, tomorrow everybody's probably going home. Might see like somebody at the hotel. Shots you had. Oh my god, the plum wine. Oh, that was so good, dude. Oh, it was like drinking almost apple juice, but it was just a little bit better. It was, oh, yes. Oh. Also found out that apparently Takao is the youngest among us. Did not fully expect that, but... to be honest, I thought Bandit was a little younger, but then... I was like, huh. But yeah, Takao's baby. His baby fox. But yeah, it was a fun time. And then Monday I just spent like sleeping, getting energy back. And then just was like, okay, I need to find a way for my suitcase to work. And got it like all, like I literally just dumped everything at one point. I just was like, okay, everything out of the suitcase. And just like Even dirty clothes, clean clothes, all of it. Just pulled it all out, organized it, and then just kind of like slowly packed it all back up so that I could put my prints and stuff in a position where it wouldn't like move or get damaged. And they stayed perfectly flat, perfectly healthy all the way home, so fantastic. But got that done a lot faster than I thought I would, so then I spent most of the rest of Monday just playing Mario Party on the Switch with Bandit. Like, different Mario Parties, because I own 3. There's only 3 on Switch, so yeah, I own all 3. We just messed around in Mario Party. And then when we were done with that, I just unhooked that, put it in a suitcase / my carry-on, because you can't actually take batteries in your checked baggage, and Switch has lithium batteries, so it doesn't work so good. And yeah, just had myself all ready, got up the next morning at like 8 a.m. local time, so midnight my time, I'm waking up to get on a plane. Well, we had breakfast, had shower, got on a bus, went to the airport. I got my shit sorted out really fast and was sitting there for like 3 hours. 2.5, give or take. Then I'm messaging Bandit, and he's like, I fucked something up. Now I have to stand in a really long line. I'm like, you'll be fine, Bandit. Trust me. I'm like, you still got like 2 hours before you even need to worry about time. So I even like went around and I was like, okay, it's like a 3 to 6 minute walk over to the B gates where you're leaving. So I'll, show you the way if you like are really desperate for time. But no, he made it there with time to spare. So I wasn't too shocked by that. And then my day started, which was like, I think it was 15 minutes before they were going to start boarding. They were like, the flight has been delayed. And I was like, oh no. Because I was only going to have 75 minutes at my second stop to get on the plane that goes to Toronto. And I was like, okay, 75 minutes is plenty of time. Like, I found my way through Toronto airport in under an hour. It's easy. Like, it was like 40, 45 minutes tops. And I was doing the math on when the new departure time was, and I was like, I'm gonna have 40 minutes to get to my gate when I get to Munich. So this plane's gonna take me to Munich. I'm gonna have 40 minutes to get to my gate. That's going to suck. And I took off my hoodie, the hoodie that I personally bragged about to a couple of people that I can wear in like -10 weather because it's very warm, very nice. And I forgot to go back and grab it before I got on the plane. So I left my hoodie in Dusseldorf. I'm sad. I liked that hoodie. It's gone forever. It's in Dusseldorf somewhere. So yeah, if you come across a blue hoodie in Dusseldorf that has like a light brown, very fluffy interior, that's mine. Give it back. Please send it to me. I'm kidding. Enjoy the hoodie. It's very warm. It will keep you warm even in like a very weak Canadian winter. Possibly mild. But yeah, a little sad I lost that. But then I landed in Munich, and they bring us off the plane onto tarmac. And I'm like, oh god, we're on the tarmac. And I was like, no, I'm not going to catch my plane. I'm going to miss my plane. I'm going to miss my plane. I'm going to be stuck in Germany. This is going to suck. And because now I'm in a strange city and I don't have any idea how far away from any other city I am, because I flew to Munich and I'm like, I have no idea where Munich is in relation to anything. I'm like, I could check on my map, but I'm like, I don't really want to because I barely have battery power as it is. I was at like 30-something% because I've been chatting with Bandit and Kuro and maybe Tikao? I don't remember who all I was chatting with, but because it got a little bit hectic, and I was like, I should save battery power because I don't know if I'm going to be able to charge. I'm like, they better have a charger on the 8-hour flight. That'd be insane if they didn't. But yeah, so get onto a bus on the tarmac. They take us over to a terminal, and I get out of the bus, and I'm like, okay, how do I get to the gates that are L? And the sign points me to the L gates, and I have to go down an escalator. And I like am running down this escalator past a person, and get to the bottom of the escalator. I have to get on a train. Okay, train shows up. Takes a minute to get over to the other thing. I start running up escalators, and like while I'm on the train, I turn off flight mode so that I can like get emails and stuff. And I'm running up an escalator, run up another escalator, run up another escalator. There's another escalator, but there's people on it, so I kind of like hop on and like catch my breath and like pull open my phone. See, I have a new email from the airline, and it says, your flight from Munich to Toronto has been delayed. And I'm like, like, just panting, sweating, just kind of exasperated, but also relieved. And yeah, sure enough, it was delayed by 15 minutes. I easily caught my flight. Like, I got there before they even started boarding. Had I been on that same pace and it hadn't been delayed, I would have got there 2 minutes before they stopped boarding. Because it was going to stop boarding at, I think it was 2:40 or 3:40. I think it might have been 3:40. But yeah, it was something 40 and I got there at 38. So I would have been like just squeezing in there. Hey Phlox, how you doing today? It was nice to meet you, Phlox. Like, seriously, the list of people I met this past 2 weeks was insanely long, and just everybody was really lovely, really nice. I met Theo, the other. Gosh. I literally can't remember everybody I've met, but... You live? Honestly, I had like no jet lag coming home, basically, but... Yeah, like I said, I got on my 8-hour flight, didn't sleep, watched movies the entire way. And then got to Toronto, got to my gate, plenty of time to spare. Bought some beef jerky because I needed something to chew on that wasn't sugar based because, like, I have bad ear problems on planes usually. You didn't catch anything, Kuro? Lucky you. To be fair, I think I only caught something because of the air conditioning in the first hotel. I think if the air conditioning hadn't been a problem, I don't think I would have caught anything either. Had a nosebleed Monday morning at a departure day. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Phlox. I know I blew some blood out of my nose when I got back, and that was mostly because my sinuses were going crazy because of the planes. But, yeah, like, there was no problems, basically, until... Yeah, I was on that last flight from Toronto to home. Well, there was an hour car ride after that, too. But spent most of that yapping to my mother. Because lots to talk about. But yeah, fell asleep for like 2 hours on that last flight. And I was just like... You know what, that's fair. I've been up for like 20 hours. I need a nap. Took a nap, 2-hour nap. Get home, stayed up till like 4-ish. Then I slept for like another 6 hours. Not quite 6 hours, it was 5. Got 7 hours of sleep total. Feeling pretty good. And yeah, Phlox, I've had, well, I used to have regular nosebleeds like almost all the time, so. Oh, I had them more often than every couple months, even. Every couple of months was like, it died down for me. High blood pressure issues. See, I wonder if that's part of what it was for me too, and maybe I got my blood pressure more under control. I don't know. I haven't had issues with it in a long time now, so. Yeah, and when I did get the frequent nosebleeds, it was like, a lot of the time, it was just flowing out of my nose, and I'm like, how am I not dying from this? I lost a lot of blood through nosebleeds. Like, even I'm like, this is a lot. Like, a lot. Oh. But you know what? I am not a super yappy person. And I'm feeling kind of yapped out now, but... Time it was extreme, think your whole sinus lining decided to detach. Ew. Ooh. Half an hour? Yeah, and that was the other thing. I'd bleed for a really long time sometimes, too. Like, I could be trying to stop it for like half an hour and just wouldn't do anything, then it just suddenly stops. It's like, what, huh? But yeah. I'm feeling pretty yapped out, actually. Which, like, for a person who doesn't yap very often, just sitting here and yapping for 2 hours is pretty impressive for me. Oh, it's autumn. You know what? I'm sad I didn't get to meet Autumn. Autumn, you ever gonna go to Dokomi? Because now I'm like, I want to meet Autumn. I got to meet Phlox and Demi and Cow and Bandit. It's like, why didn't I get to meet Autumn? Well, shit, I might have to go next year. Damn. I don't know if I'll actually be able to save up for next year. We'll see. We will see. But yeah. Yeah, it would be really nice to meet Autumn. I don't feel like there's that many more people I could meet that I know. But then again, well... Yeah, I guess I could still meet, like, Leo and Demi. Not Demi. God, brain. Autumn. I just saw Demi is streaming, I think, and yeah. My brain went, ah. There's only a handful of people left that I would ever really... At least for EU people. Love if you had more of a chance to hang out with people, yeah. Yeah, that's why it was nice to be able to just, like, make dinner plans with people after the fact, too. So I spent a lot of time with Kuro and a fair bit of time with the Cow and DC a lot of time. Got to have dinner with Jabby one night, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty yapped out, though, and, it has been 2 hours. And it's only 7 minutes till the next ad. But yeah, one day we will meet for sure, Autumn. Because I definitely think I will be going back to the EU. And it's weird, it might not be this year for me, because I put a pretty big hole in my wallet this time, but we'll see. We'll see what my wallet is saying by the time the next Dokomi needs to be planned for. They already announced the dates. It's a little later. Which is also maybe even a problem because there's a country music festival like shortly after it. It would be nice to have some more recharge time before, but if my travel this year proved anything, it's that I get more jet lag going to the EU than coming back. Because when I went there, I crashed out for frigging 11 hours of sleep. And when I came back, I got like 7 hours and I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm like, yeah, like I'm probably pretty close back to my regular sleep schedule again. But yes, I look forward to getting a hug from Autumn, hopefully. Oh. Yeah. Now, where should we go? I am thinking of invading a sheepy stream, potentially. Then again, I just invade the sheepy stream. Looks like he's doing some yapping too. Yeah, you know what, let's go see the sheepy. Thank you, Takao. And Takao Kuro, do still hope to do a bit of a group yap stream with you at some point. Would be nice. But yeah, I'm feeling yapped out for today. Yeah. Why you scream, Kuro? No scream. You seem like a screamer. Yes, thank you for being here. I'm going to invade the sheepy. I'm so bad. Girl, you had a really bad influence on my brain. Thought of so many dirty jokes. I blame Kuro, 100%. But bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're gonna raid sheeples. And first raid message for anybody who's not subbed. Second for anybody who is. Don't you cat what me. Kuro, you're a bad influence. In the best possible way. I mean that. But yeah. Oh, next stream is probably going to be Night Rain. I don't know exactly when it's going to be. I might try to harass Bandit into playing it tomorrow, or who knows, maybe later tonight. We'll see. I will be playing Night Rain a lot, so if you want to see that, please hop on by. Also, I'm looking into art for my OC, since I said at the beginning of the stream, but I don't know how many of you were actually here for it. I will be finalizing that while I'm resting. Bye-bye! Have fun at Sheepies. Send much love.